I'm gonna go over brakes and paddles a little bit. I wish I had a bigger hoop because I'd be able to slow it down a lot more and kind of give it a little bit of grasp, but I'm gonna try my hardest with the hoop I have. This is how I was taught, and hopefully it helps out because I definitely think that seeing things slowed down and very parts to it kind of helps it. You just kind of learn the movements and then it clicks. So I'm gonna stop rambling and start hooping, and hopefully this helps. Okay, so you're gonna want to be comfortable with chest hooping and being able to kind of just stop the hoop and break like this. And just simple breaks like this are really easy. You're gonna want to keep the hoop in like the sweet spot of your arm, so like right above your elbow, up in here, like on your bicep. I think that's the bicep. Don't quote me on that, because you kind of create, like, if you see how my arm is right now, like this is how you're, like when you're breaking, it's kind of just stays right in that sweet spot. It kind of helps because you're kind of basically becoming like a this is what I'm talking about. I can't explain things, but you're kind of cupping the hoop in your arm, and it makes it easier so that you can kind of keep them straight. And then from there, once you get comfortable with just being able to like break back and forth, and I feel like trying to do them fast right away also kind of creates problems, and like trying to learn them slow, like slow and steady wins the race. It's definitely a lot easier to kind of feel them and get used to the body movements, and once you get comfortable, then you'll be like, holy crap, I'm a ninja. Like, it's awesome. So once you get comfortable with just the paddling, or this is breaking, my bad. Once you get comfortable with just the kind of breaking back and forth, you can then go and like add a paddle. And a paddle in my eyes is just kind of like a decoration for a break, or like a sister move, because I think it's possible to do a paddle without breaking for it. I don't know how. If it is, I would love to see, because that would be awesome. But the way I learned paddles is that it's just essentially breaking, and then when your hoop gets here, in that time, because you've got this big gap in front of you, you're going to bring your other arm up and in close to your chest, and then you're going to push the hoop with the same hand, so like just like you'd be breaking, you're going to kind of push, and then as you do that push, you're going to make contact with like the hoop and push your arm in, like out in the direction the hoop is going, and it gives it that extra momentum, so we can do that extra rotation around your body. Because like with brakes, it's only going around 180, I think. But then with the paddle, it's going around that extra rotation, and that is the hard. Paddling itself, the movement isn't hard, but like the retrieval and the extra rotation is kind of what throws people off. So I find that if you like kind of wiggle your shoulders when you're doing that, so like you break, and then you throw a paddle in, and then wiggle your shoulders, and it just kind of helps the hoop like stay rotating. And then from there, there's like these breaks, which these are really fun and really easy. You can just start by waist hooping, and then using like, I can't do that with this hoop. Using like your forearm, just kind of push it back and forth. So you can kind of be brutal with it. If you're using a really big heavy hoop, you will bruise a little bit, but it will go away. That's the good side. And once you gain that muscle memory, you won't bruise anymore. So I think that's what happens. So then from there are like elbow pinch breaks, which are essentially the same thing as these pinch breaks, which are kind of these just up here. The elbow are a little bit easier, because if you can kind of chest hoop, they're kind of fun because your elbow clamps down. You kind of just clamp and push. And those are really fun because they're way easier than they look. and you kind of look like a chicken. But hopefully that went over like the basics, and if you need any more help, feel free to contact me or get in touch with me and be like, yo, Gina, like I need some help. Like, totally understand if I did not explain jack crap in this video. Making a tutorial is really hard and I look really gross, but yeah, hopefully I got my point across. Happy hooping, and hopefully you get breaks and paddles because they're my favorite and everyone should know how to do them because they're really fun. And if you're just chilling, you can just be like, guys, I'm a ninja. And a lot of non-hoopers see you do that and they're like, whoa. So it's a great trick to have under your belt.